A food forest right in the middle of the city.
Hurry up, guys. The reason we're in a hurry is because the sun's going down and Daddy won't have enough water.
I shot a video here on this food forest when the apple trees were just blooming. I want to just show you kind of an update. I'll link that video up in a card in this video so you can go back and watch what that video looked like. But as you can see, if you didn't see that first video, this food forest is right downtown Asheville. And so this is the old prison right there, the county prison, and then the city building is this big marble one.
These are pretty cool. You're going downtown. Whoa. Ears. Yeah. I want the ears. I want.
Here's one for you. Here's one for you. And here's one for you.
It's big. Oh. This is the tunnel over the highway.
Look at the tower on the Jackson building up there. Pretty cool, huh? What kind of tree is this?
A fig tree.
Here's a giant, beautiful fig tree. Do you see any figs on it yet?
No.
No figs. Do you all know what kind of tree this is?
A berry. No.
This is a mulberry here, look. This one may be ripe enough to eat. Over this way goes to the city. Up the hill over here goes up into a neighborhood and a little Baptist church up on the hill. And then over this way goes up to the community center. All around us there's fruit trees and nut trees. It's right in the city. I love this place because it's actually an example of where people have gone out and created a food forest. And this food forest was created, to my understanding, kind of before food forests were something that people knew about. And that makes it special because it's fairly mature. There's some pretty big trees in here. What are you doing, Justice? Show me the apples you got.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, it's pretty green. You know what kind of tree this is right here?
Yeah.
What is this?
A pawpaw tree.
That's a pawpaw tree. And there's lots of little pawpaw trees around here. And where did they all come from?
The grown-up.
They came from the grown-up pawpaw tree. And here's a beautiful grown-up pawpaw tree right straight in the middle there. Here's a bunch of beautiful pawpaws. They're not ripe yet. We won't take any. Many of y'all will know what pawpaws are. They are native to the forests around here. And they taste something like a cross between a mango and a banana and pine sap. They are good, but they're an acquired taste. They have real giant seeds in them. They're kind of like a tropical fruit that grows in the Appalachian Mountains here. What did you find?
A baby pear.
A baby pear. Can you show me the pear tree?
Yeah.
Here's a persimmon tree on the way to the pear tree. Here's another persimmon tree right over here. Oh, they're tiny persimmons. You know what they say about an unripe persimmon? It'll turn your mouth inside outwards. You want to try one? Okay, you don't have to try it. They have a strong astringent effect on your mouth.
It's making my tongue itch.
It makes you feel really funny.
This is the other pear tree.
Here's a little pear tree.
This is where I got it.
Here's some pretty pears. There's apples everywhere on the ground. You know, all these little pawpaw trees scattered out here under the larger pawpaws. I think I said this in my last video, but I love this. It means this is a successful food forest because the forest is actually regenerating itself. We have a whole new generation of trees here and it's a healthy ecosystem. It's actually potentially could spread outwards into these brushy areas over here, and there's brushy areas on the other side up there. So it's actually a forest. It's kind of crossed from the garden into a forest. Wild strawberries, it's actually not a true strawberry, it's the false strawberry.
I found something. Look, I found. There's baby papas right there.
Oh yeah, I see. There's a bunch of them. They're really hard to see, but there's tons of them up there. We're coming out to the end of this little path, and there's more fig trees. Beautiful fig tree here. This one's about 10 feet tall. A gooseberry here, I don't know, there's a lot of names for it. Wineberry, gooseberry, it's like a wild raspberry kind of. Up the hill behind me, there's a tree that's very common in this area. It's called a black locust. And I have a feeling it wasn't planted there because it pretty much comes up everywhere where you don't plant anything or you have any open space. Black locust trees come up. And black locusts are cool because they're nitrogen fixers. And they actually take nitrogen just like bees, beans and peas, clover, vetch, and they take it from the atmosphere and they put it into the soil. So they're a great thing to mix into a food forest. Here is another beautiful mulberry. Have you ever had a mulberry before? No? What do you think? Let's check these out. I think some of these actually might be ripe. Oh yeah, the dark ones are ripe. Try this one. Try that mulberry. It's a mulberry. It's like a nut. It's like a
bunch of ripe ones.
Yeah, try them out. I love mulberries, and this tree is a beautiful tree.
And it's covered in ripe ones.
You know what some people do with mulberries is they plant them on their property, and they say the birds like them so much that they'll leave your cherries and stuff alone because they'll eat the mulberries.
We can make some jelly out of the mulberries.
This mulberry tree has some significant maturity. And this tree probably shows really the overall maturity of this food forest. I'm guessing this is a 20-year-old mulberry tree. So I don't know how old. The largest apples in here are pretty big, probably 10, 15 years. I think these are Asian pears, I'm pretty sure. In addition to everything we've shown you, there's also hickory nuts, hazelnuts, and this right here is a jujube, and I still don't know what a jujube is. Some little blueberries. These actually look like they'll have quite a bit of fruit. And then here are the cold hardy kiwis, but I've never ever seen any fruit on them. I just think that these are gorgeous plants. Really pretty plants. The sourwood has all these bell-shaped flowers hanging down, and the leaves are tasty and actually are very sour tasting. It makes a really classic, I guess, southern Appalachian honey, sourwood honey. It's a beautiful light honey, and it's really kind of the late honey in the year, your later summer honey. This is the Dr. George Washington Carver Edible Park. Again, where we came from just a few minutes ago. There's the city building and the jail, and then over here is the Jackson building, and then the tallest building, the BB&T building. This is how crazy Asheville's getting. They're turning the giant bank office building into, I think, condos now. Come on kids, let's go. Let's go back to mom. Someone entering the forest, probably for the night to sleep. So in about 2 months, we'll definitely get you back out here to the urban food forest and show you, because a lot of this stuff is actually going to be ripe then. The pawpaws will be ripe, the pears, the apples will be ripe, there'll be some nuts on trees, the persimmons will be ripening, and it is something to see. All right, another great day off the homestead, and we'll see you tomorrow.
What'd you get? Sourwood. Where's the mulberry? Oh, that was good. I've never had a mulberry before.